Welcome back to Bmaster 79. In this lesson, we take one complete ielts academic writing task 1 from a blank page to a full model answer. The task combines a table with a line graph showing internet searches in the United States between 2004 and 2010. Here is the question. The table and graph give information on internet searches in the US between 2004 and 2010. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Write at least 150 words. Notice the two verbs that matter: select and compare. You are not asked to describe everything. First, the table. It gives just two numbers. In November 2004, there were roughly 4.5 billion searches. By September 2010, there were about 16 billion. That is more than a tripling in under 6 years. Two numbers, but they carry the whole volume story. Now the line graph. This one does not show volume. It shows the percentage share of those searches taken by 5 different engines. Google starts at roughly 35% and climbs to about 66%. Yahoo starts close behind at around 32% and falls to about 20%. Microsoft edges down from roughly 13% to 10%. AOL and Ask Jeeves stay low throughout, both ending under 5%. Step 1. Read both sources before you write a single word. 2 visuals means 2 jobs. The table gives total volume. The graph gives share of that volume. Those are different things, and mixing them up is one of the most common ways candidates lose marks here. A falling share can still mean more searches because the pie itself is getting much bigger. Step 2. Sort before you write sentences. Split every line into 2 groups, what rises and what falls. On the left, the risers. Total search is more than triple. Google is the only engine to gain share, with its steepest climb between the middle of 2006 and the middle of 2007. On the right, the fallers. Yahoo slides steadily. Microsoft dips only slightly. AOL and Ask Jeeves stay low and drift down. This 2-column sort becomes your 2-body paragraphs. That is the whole plan already done. Step 3. The overview. This is the paragraph examiners hunt for, and it carries no figures at all. Its job is shape, not detail. 2 sentences is plenty. What happened overall, and who broke away from the pack. Here, everything grew, but only one engine gained share. If you leave the overview out, your task achievement score is capped no matter how good the rest is. Step 4. 4 paragraphs. An introduction that paraphrases the prompt and names both visuals. An overview with no numbers. Body A, which handles the table figures together with Google's rise, and Body B, which groups the 4 declining engines. Grouping is the skill being tested. Never walk through every data point one at a time. Paragraph 1. The introduction. The table shows the total number of internet searches carried out in the United States in November 2004 and September 2010, while the line graph illustrates the percentage share of those searches held by 5 search engines over the same period. Notice give information on becomes shows and illustrates. Paraphrased, never copied. Paragraph 2. The overview. Overall, the total volume of searching grew dramatically across the period. Google was the only provider to expand its share, finishing as the dominant engine by a considerable margin, whereas every one of its 4 competitors lost ground. Count the figures in that paragraph. There are none. That is deliberate. Paragraph 3, Body A. In November 2004, users in the US performed roughly 4.5 billion searches, and by September 2010 this figure had more than tripled to approximately 16 billion. Google's share of that traffic rose from about 35% to around 66%, with the sharpest climb occurring between mid-2006 and mid-2007. Thereafter the increase slowed and the line flattened out. Every number is hedged because we are reading values off a graph. Paragraph 4, Body B. Yahoo began the period as Google's closest rival at roughly 32%, but slipped steadily to about 20% by 2010. Microsoft's decline was far more modest, edging down from approximately 13% to 10%. AOL and Ask Jeeves, neither of which ever held more than 1/10 of the market, both drifted downwards to under 5%. Notice the last sentence handles two engines at once because they behave the same way. Here is the complete answer on one screen. 189 words, comfortably above the minimum, with nothing wasted. Pause the video here and read it through as a whole, paying attention to how each paragraph hands over to the next. The language bank. Precise change verbs instead of the word increased every time. Consistent hedging because approximate readings must be signaled as approximate. Real comparison language rather than a list. And the things to avoid: vague quantity, saying the graph talks about, and marching through every single data point. Why this reaches band 9. Task achievement, both visuals covered, a clear overview, figures selected rather than listed. Coherence, 4 purposeful paragraphs with varied linking. Lexical resource, precise verbs and consistent hedging. Grammatical range, mixed structures, used accurately. And an honest note. Band 9. Here is our own assessment of this writing against the public ielts band descriptors. It is not a certified examiner score. Your turn. Cover the model answer and write your own using only the 2-column brainstorm. Then check one thing first. Does your overview contain any figures? If it does, cut them. Post your attempt in the comments. Thanks for watching BMaster79 and see you in the next one.